Dream Elements has arrived. Project Carl has arrived. Goat Master has arrived. The Industrious Ant has arrived. A swarm of dead insects has arrived. Daft Punkle has arrived. Princess Fuzzybut has arrived.
Okay, I guess we're getting this thing started. Hello, you lot, you bunch of reprobates.
Has arrived.
Hello, Project Carl. I'm doing not too bad today. Bit hot, but not too bad. Hello, G-Pin. Hello, Industrious Ant. Hello, Swarm. Hello, Daft Punkle. Hello, Cobb. Yes, you've been jingled. I like jingling you. You've got a lovely jingle. And hello, Mars. A manual Cobb jingling, yes. Don't knock it till you've knocked it. Yes, okay, right, yes, we have it's just literally a grey box Pentium 4 with a
SCP-28 has arrived.
A tux on the front. It's an Asus something or other, no idea what, some kind of Pentium 4. The usual stuff. Nothing too particularly fancy about it, I just happen to have it, so we may as well see if we can get it going. Did I say hot? I don't even know what hot really is. I know it's not hot, but it's still hot. It's a vintage tux sticker, yes. And it's a proper bulbous one too. Where are we? Desk camera. There he is. So a proper PC badge style tux. And this specific one is it's lacking, it's supposed to have a foot on the bottom of here, by the way, but it's missing. It's got no foot. The model number of this one, if you can find any real reference to it, is the Asus A8 Pundit BB P4 533 HT/ID2. There you go. Try and find that. I've managed to find one image of a version with this specific front to it.
Matt and X has arrived.
Let's zoom out a bit. Let's zoom out a bit further. It's got a fairly unique front styling to it. There we go. Let's get it around the right way. It's actually supposed to go that way. And this is a pop-out front flap with interesting things. Hello, Matt. Hello, SVK. Got a meeting to jump on in a couple of minutes. Oh dear. GPin is streaking as well, I see. 165 streams, good lord. Yeah, we've got your typical audio, 2 USBs, a mini Firewire DV thingy. That's your power button. Firewire there. 2 opticals. I guess that's an in and an out. It's rare to have an in. Card reader and card bus, or PCMCIA, whatever, yes. An unusual array of ports indeed. It's unusual to have what I assume is Toslink in. You only normally ever get out. An innie and an outie, yeah. You never get in, only ever out. And of course a CD under there, or DVD under there. So yeah, we'll see if we can get it going. I said last night it didn't have any screws in it holding it on, but I found the screws were taped to the side of it, so I stuck them in just to hold it together. Where's my screwdriver gone? There it is. Toslink's on the front is unusual in itself, yeah. On the back it's got the usual stuff. I'll just quickly show you the back if you like. There you go. It's got a coax, it's got a TV, it's got your ordinary sound in and out, you've got your PS2s, your network, your USBs, parallel, DVI, VGA and serial. Nothing amazing. I only got it because it had that card in it. GPIP card. And a dual serial and parallel as well. But that was secondary. It was the
Chloe Raccoon has
that one that I wanted. Hello, Chloe. Up your bot. All the way up the bot. No, that's not composite. Well, I don't think it's composite. I would expect that, although it's yellow, isn't it? Rather than orange. If it was orange, it would be digital audio, but it's... Is it composite? It is. It says TV on there. It is composite video. I guess it's aimed at being like sort of a media centre kind of thing, really, isn't it? Interesting combinations of things there. And it's designed to stand up like this, except the foot has gone. It's normally got a plinth on the bottom. Let's zoom it out a little bit more. That should do us. Internal crust factor from 1 to 10. I don't know, it's around about maybe a 4 or 5. It's not too bad. I mean, the fan here is not too crusty. It's got a
my dear, a crucial hydration directive. Serious,
a bit of
you're drier than a forgotten
crustiness in there, but not much. I can actually see the fins of the heatsink, which means it's not that crusty.
Tater's Games has arrived.
Hydration achieved. Let's just move myself that way a bit. PCI riser, I know. 2-port PCI riser. But it's a small form factor, so what do you expect? There's an idea of crustiness. It's a little bit of dust, not much. Let me just quickly catch up on saying hello to people. Hello Majenko Bot, go screw yourself. Hello Taters Games, and hello Go Gadget. You hate it, I know. It's not. I mean, there's a bit of dust in there, but it's reasonably dust-free for something of this age. And I think it's a later Pentium 4, this one. The motherboard is a I think that's the wrong one. Zoom right in on this. It is a, whatever that says there, P458L. If you want to Google that and find out more about it, the Asus P458L. Or for S8? No, I think that is that an S or a 5. It's hard to tell with their stylized font. 4S8L, 458L, one or the other. Take your pick. The capacitors look okay over this side. These are the VRM capacitors, which are normally the ones which bulge. There's no bulging on those capacitors, which is nice. Don't know if there's bulging elsewhere. You knew it was Asus from the front. Well, considering it says Asus on the front, that's illogical. You found it, have you? The Pundit R. That looks possibly it. Yeah, depends what's under there. But yeah, that looks like it. The P4R8L Pundit R. But yeah, looks like it. Let's see if we can take the front panel off this. There we go, front panel's removed. It's so nice having a camera that can zoom in and out. There is also a manual. Oh, nice. We might need that, or we might just wing it. We usually just wing it. Right, so what do we have here? There is one screw on the two screws on the front holding this drive bay in. Countersunk. They look like they might be 632s.
PJB9LSAN 950 has arrived.
Hello, PJB.
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon
One at the
says,
side here.
Tier 50 we wing it till it's the bud that gets both barrels.
Thank you for the 50 bits. 3 countersunk screws holding this in. I think it's loose. It is loose. And we have a coin cell. A coin cell, not a Colin cell. Okay, so we have an IDE hard drive. I wonder how big this is. Let's have a look.
Champion!
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says,
Tier 50 did you see the news for all retro computer fans?
Did you see the news for all retro computer fans? No? What's the news? Oh, the Varta thing, yeah. That was days ago. It's a Western Digital 250 gig. The WD2500AA JB. Should still work fine. 250 gig IDE. If we make them, they will leak. Yep. Well, this is a KTS, so no worries there. Okay, let us see if we can remove the heatsink. How does this one work? We have clips either side here. Release that. Take that away. Pour one out for them, but they did it themselves. Oh, it's a bit crusty in there. Right, IPA, squirt. And we have the Pentium 4 2.8 SL6QB. For those playing along at home, an SL6QB. Varta is the only company that can make a dry cell leak, yeah. Their finances leaked and corroded investor confidence. This is a bit dusty here. I would say crusty, just dusty. It's purely dust, and it's a very brown dust. Very brown dust, almost like soil, like a fine soil. All over the RAM as well here.
Champion!
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says,
Cheer 50p. See dust. Don't breathe this.
Yeah. Was it used as a mining operation in Australia? No, thankfully not. Yeah. That's one chunk of it gone anyway. There's still some there. There's still quite a bit there. I might want to take the motherboard out completely, actually. Yeah, let's take the motherboard right out. Right, so screws aplenty. .533 megahertz, hence the 533 in the model name for this specific version of the computer. 65 watts, Northwood. So we're still only on single threaded at this point, aren't we? I might need to take this connector out actually to be able to get to this properly. And the audio riser might need to come out as well, perhaps the AV riser. Is that all of them? Nope, there's one missed there. Problem with this is we've got ports protruding from both ends. Got a feeling the back panel might come off. Yes, it does. The back panel comes off with a screw there, a screw down there. Is there one underneath? No. There's one on the side. There we go. Right, back panel removes like so. Let's take the power cable off. Okay. Now I can get this screw out from this corner at last. And the whole thing should lift up. I'm going to take the power supply out first, I think. The cables are kind of in the way. Plus I'll want to test the power supply independently anyway. Ports protruding from both ends. Insert G-pin joke here. Yeah. As I was going to say earlier, when who was it? One of you said something about Happy Hump Day. I was thinking, no, don't say hump with G-pin around. And we've got another screw here we have down there. I can't actually see it looking in the video feed for where it is. There we go. You're taking the high road. Were you really? I find that hard to believe. Okay, power supply removed. We shall clean that and test it separately. And something is stopping it. There we go. Right, two wires here. The coloured wires are towards the front of the board and red is on the edge. Okay. That should be easy to remember. That's just for LEDs on the front panel. And motherboard out. Okay, we'll put that to one side for a moment whilst we just quickly clean out the case. Ta-da indeed. It's not too bad, I've seen dirtier. Right, there's a bit on the front to do here still. Okay. Okay, the motherboard. Whew. I've seen dirtier every time I read chat. 512K level 2 cache. Yeah, still single core, not even hyper-threading, yeah.
Hot Rock's girl has arrived.
Shakari! Hello, Horrocks! It's the goat murderer. Okay, what memory do we have? PC 2700. 2 1GB sticks of DDR333. Groping their way out of the church, the police yaks discover that night has fallen. Despite their sense of direction, they are quickly lost in the woodland. A strange, eldritch, glowing mist clings to the forest floor and creeps a short way up the tree trunks. Unfamiliar nightly noises assault their ears, disturbing them greatly. As they emerge into the clearing, they see a single cyclopean stone carven with the same alien glyphs that they had been seeing before. The yak's hearts quail. It's not nice when you've got disturbed ears, it has to be said. Hello, Hot Rocks. How dare I accuse Hot Rocks of that? We're still getting evidence. Ideally, I would wash this motherboard and then leave it for a few days to dry. There is quite a bit of crusty dustiness down in the VRM area down here. It's hard to get the toothbrush in. I might have to get the small brush into there. Oh, look at that lot. Tasty.
Champion.
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says.
Cheer 50 after putting Tay board into soak. Majenko approaches Chet, pressure washer in his hands.
Mwahaha. There will be a clean chat one day. Ugh. I'm going to have to go and get another roll of blue paper. This one's nearly empty. How are we looking now? Still a bit dusty and crusty in there, but that's not too bad. Let's just go down by the RAM here if I can. No, I can't. Let's get a different brush. What size brush do we want? Let's go for that one, I think. There we go. I could do with some air dusters really. That'd be handy. Right. Bit of crustiness on that chip there. There's crustiness in these connectors here. Blue paper towel, yes, used for adverts of absorbent things. That's blue water, that is. That's not looking too bad now. What I might do, let's just take the CPU out and give the socket a bit of a dry brushing. What I might do is power this board up using my test power supply to make sure the board is working, and then try it with the main power supply, the normal power supply. But first, we have this bad boy. We have this G-pin. Don't forget to change the battery. Unfortunately, I'm out of CR2032s at the moment, which sucks. Standard ATX, yes, but small form factor. So it's non-standard shape, but standard connections. You're a non-standard shape. I think round here most of us are non-standard shapes. You. I had a 5-year-old Dell 3080 Micro yesterday that only had the power LED blink when attempting to power on. Looked at the blink code, dead CMOS battery. Really, you won't even power on? Nope. That's Dell for you. You don't use explosives to open battery packs. That's what Bosch made mini chainsaws for. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, now the fan, which has a layer of brown dust welded to it. Let's squirt some IPA onto my brush, get it in there. Ew. Now there's brown fluid leaking out of it. Brown dust mixed with IPA. I'll go through all of this and find the motherboard doesn't work. Right, that's that pretty much all defusticated. So that goes on there with a screw in these corners here. I think, no. These screws in these corners. And then these screws in these corners. Right, fan clean. I have a clean fan, which is more than I can say for the fans in chat. Right, couple of moments breather. Getting a bit warm in here. Thank you, G-Pin. I'm glad you include the word on in there. Finally time to find some lunch. What time would it be there? Getting on for 2, is it? 2:30? Sorry, mistyped. Yeah, 14:33. Oh, yes please, Chloe. Can I move into your place? I would need to have some room to move all my computers in, of course. Right, let's put in memory first, so while I can. I might have to upgrade this to the full 4 gig. Didn't blur out the thermal compound application. Well, I used a percentage of the correct amount. Hence it was in the shape of a percentage symbol. There, got it on. That goes down there. Right. Okay, I think we're ready to do a test powering of this now. If my test power supply will reach the right places.
Robo Twilight has arrived.
And it's a 24 pin, this one, isn't it? Which means that that's got to squeeze down the side there, because this doesn't pull off, does it, on this one? No. Hello, Robo Twilight, by the way. Asus, yes. Suss Asus Asus. Is that going to fit over there? Go on, squeeze between those bits. You know you can do it. Go on. No? Okay, fine. Don't fit then. See if I care. Right. Let's try this one. Don't know if this power supply works, but I think it does.
Standard user 4 has arrived.
Hello, standard user 4. What I want to know is what happened to the other 3 standard users? Okay. We have a power supply attached. Let's give this a smoke test before I plug it into anything else. We get beeps.
Champion.
We get a long beep.
With 50 bits, Chloe reckons
That sounds like bad memory to me.
I'll wait for the bang before ice cream.
Wait for the bang before ice cream. Yes. That just goes boot, boot, boot. Which to my mind says bad memory or badly connected memory. Maybe it's telling me the CMOS battery needs replacing. Maybe it is.
Our beloved pet Canadian has arrived.
Hello, Carrot House. No CMOS battery now. And it's just the same, yes. I thought it would be. That long beep normally means memory. And given how crusty the memory was looking, I'm not surprised. So we need some 333 memory. In at number 29, it's MC motherboard with beep dis. It's DDR2. This is just DDR, isn't it? Yes. Okay, some DDR memory. There's some 400. 256 meg. No. Uh, 256 meg. No. One gig PC 3200. 400. One gig DDR 400. 1 gig DDR 400. One of these might work, possibly. Let's just pop. I'm just going to take one out for the moment and power it up. Ah, there we go. That one's dead. Just took that one out and it started working. So I shall get my golden Sharpie and put a cross on that to say it be dead, or at least it's not working in this board at the moment. We shan't bother about adding some more just yet. While it's obviously attempting to post, we shall keep it as it is. And we have DVI, don't we? Yes, good. We'll use DVI. If I can untangle the cable. One moment. Okay. DVI going in. And switch to floating DVI. That should be there, I think. And power on. And now it's decided to go beep. Okay. That was working just now, that posted just now. Is it just dirty? Lost in the post. I think it's just dirty sockets. There we go. It posts. I wonder how good this battery is. Let's just test it with my DMM. It won't give a very good reading, but currently this battery is measuring with no load 0.6 and falling. Yeah, that battery is definitely dead. 0.5. Yeah, that battery is very dead. Actually, I do have some that are not dead, but not great. So I'll put one of those in. They aren't dead yet. So I shall use one of those. I have no contact cleaner at the moment. I must order some more. But for the time being, I have plenty of alcohol. So let's pop out the RAM, and we shall give it some good squirting of alcohol and a good scrubbing with a toothbrush. And I'll do the same to the DIMMs. Goat cleaner, yeah. Yeah, that seems happy. Let's just try the other memory stick now. Give that a clean. See if it likes this one, if it's been cleaned. Put it the right way around would help. There we go. It likes the both of them together now. Am I fussed about what type of contact cleaner? No, my last lot was WD-40 contact cleaner, courtesy of Cobb. But contact cleaner is contact cleaner. It's just fancy IPA, really. In fact, I think it might still be on my wish list. Is it still on my wish list? It should be something that's permanently on there. No, it's not. It should be. The only thing I worry about winging this way is exploding reefers. Absolutely, yes. That was the one, wasn't it? The 400, I think. Oh, it's already in my list apparently. Why can't I see it? Huh, it is there now. It wasn't showing just now, but it is now. It's in my wish list anyway. Yeah. Right, so motherboard looks like it's a goer. Let's test the power supply, or clean and test the power supply now. The power supply. A bit dusty on the back, but the fan looks quite clean. I suspect it's not too bad in here, so I'll just give it a wipe over and see how it performs.
Champion.
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says.
Gear 50 the power supply. Number 1 the large.
Number 1, the large. The large. I suspect internally it's going to be dusty but fine. So we'll give it a test and see what happens. That is the right way, isn't it? Yeah. That one goes in there. That one goes in one of these there. And that goes in there. And we see what this does. Hard to see on the camera, but 11.8 volts, 11.8 volts, 5.1 volts, 250 milliseconds, 5.2 volts, 11.8 volts, 3.4 volts. Looks good to me.
Tyler Hoot has arrived.
Hello, Tyler. Have I ordered a batch of reefers? Hell no. Hell no. It's not going too bad. Bit hot and sweaty, but not bad. Don't know why the 3.3 isn't lit up there. Maybe that's for the SATA 3.3. And it's only showing 12 and 5 because that's all we've got there. Could be. Right, the power supply seems okay. I need a reefer in every power supply. Hello, PC. Reeferizer. That was me in my younger days. My more wayward days. Right, this, I think, is going to be a goer. Everything seems to check out fine. So let's get the case back, which does seem to still have a bit of dustiness underneath this plastic here.
Damn, I'm
I don't think I'm going to get that out very well, though. That's fine. Doesn't matter that much, really. Okay. But which OS do we want? That is a very good question, yes. What OS should this computer have? I mean, it would have come with XP, I would imagine. But I don't really want another XP computer. And I've got a Windows 2001 already. But that's my Via C7. God, this is awkward. All these tabs on the front here. So many tabs. There's even, for some reason, an RF EMI tab on one of the plastic Toslink connectors here. Why? Why do you even exist? And that hole is bigger than a Toslink, so I think there's probably an option for something else on the front there, maybe a coax or something. Oh, thank you very much, Daft Punkle. That is much appreciated. And a mystery item. Oh, I look forward to it. Oh, there must maybe an unboxing this weekend then. Right, I think everything is where it needs to be. Let's just connect up these two power cables. Red was to the edge of the board. The colours go towards the front. That should be like that. Okay. Let's zoom out a bit. There we go. Anything unknown is exciting, absolutely. The thrill of the unknown. Okay, screw time. Calm down, G-Pin. Remember where all the screw holes are now. There's one over there. There's one down in this corner here. There are two up here, and this last screw here I think was for the power supply here. I think that's all of them. Let's put the back plate on. We always need a list of banned words around here, yes. Goat, mount, sis. That's not going in at all. That must be the wrong thread. Have I picked the wrong screw there? I bet I picked an M3 instead of a 632, haven't I? That's what happens when I try screwing with the wrong glasses on. I pick the wrong screw. Don't say anything that'll set G-Pin off, yeah.
Champion.
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says,
Q50 having band mount, Majenko discovers he can no longer access optional drives in Linux or BSD.
Absolutely, yes, it makes life a bit difficult, that, not being able to mount. What's next? Power supply, isn't it? What have I done with that? There it is. No, is this 632s or is this M3s on here? I think this might be M3s actually. It is. M3s to hold the power supply in.
Trade Splitter has arrived.
Hello, Trade Splatter. Where's my other glasses gone? That's an M3 there. Right. So I've got 3 countersunk 632s and a lack of a required countersunk M3. Okay. Don't know where that one's gone. Might be able to find one later. It's not that critical. Sure, we can manage without it. That goes into there. This comes around here somewhere into here. That way. Is it? No, it's that way. Let's get it the right way. Otherwise it won't work. Okay. Whew. The spectrum is beginning to fill up, yes. I've got M3! Duck! Quack. Okay, right, next, I suppose, is... Actually, I should clean this cable a bit. It's a bit grubby. Ew. I think we might be ready to put the drives back in. One of which is the IDE drive, which needs to go back into its cubby hole here. I'm going to assume, rightly or wrongly, that the drive will be fine and just screw it in regardless. And just hope that it is fine. thinking about it, I need a screw in here, don't I? Well, I remember. Right, that goes in there, kind of. It slots down the side there, doesn't it? But I need to connect cables before I put it in. Speaking of cables, how dirty is this one? Yeah, not bad. It's fine. Bit of grubbiness to it, but not enough to worry about. Nice pea yellow patterner, yes. I'm not going to bother cleaning that one, there's no point. Okay, that all sits neatly in there with the IDE cable blocking the fan. Great design. Let's push that right down to the bottom there. There's no point, just like chat here. That one goes into one of these here, whichever one it fits in. That one there. Okay, then we have 3 countersunk 632s to hold the drive bays in. If I can get the right hole, there's a choice of 3. That one there is not it. Okay, is it that one? No. Oh no, it was up here, wasn't it? Idiot. Right, that's in. We are ready to rock and roll, I think.
Am I an idiot? Yes, I'm an idiot.
I most certainly am. Okay, so the time has come to decide on an operating system, I guess. What am I thinking at the moment? I'm thinking I need a keyboard. Okay. Windows 2? No. On a Pentium 4? A Hackintosh on a Pentium 4? Hello, MJ. Okay. So, what time are we at? 20:05. Oh. And we are on January, February, March, April, May, June, July. What day is it? 29th. (2026). It identifies the hard drive, that's good. Why? What the? The TEM4 Hackintosh distro out there made specially for Pentium 4s. RSTSE, yeah. Well spotted. Why? Well, no, in order to connect it the other way round, you'd have to twist it through a fourth dimension. It is set for cable select. So maybe? The way the cable's laid out, it would have to twist through itself almost in order to fit. Give up and jump them properly instead. Yeah. Where's the power button gone? There it is. Solaris for maximum Java fun. Unless it's intended to be, or they were plugging it in. No. Because you've got the cable like that. So those two go into the hard drive in the lower part, CD in the upper part, and that one down into there. And in case there's any ambiguity, that's a blue connector. So that should go to there. And then in order to get the hard drive plugged into the end, that would have to go underneath that one, like that, crushing that one in there. Which could be done. And in fact, it looks, looking at how crunched up that is, it looks like it was done that way. That's wrapping around there like that. And then that's bending back down underneath there like that. Which is horrible. I'm taking this out and I'm jumpering them properly. I refuse to have cable select anywhere near me. If you're bleary-eyed, but all the better for seeing us, MJ. That must mean that you are really bleary-eyed. Okay, let's have a look. So that one is set to slave. This one, I can't tell what the jumpers are because it doesn't say. And I can't remember what model of drive it was in order to look it up. So I may have to remove it again. Happily woke up with vision. Yeah, this is true. That's always a good thing. I can tie a cherry stem in a knot with my tongue, but can't connect up an IDE cable. Well, it could connect up like that, but it just doesn't sit well with me. I would much rather remove cable select and have it connected properly, rather than twisted round on itself like a Canadian. Okay, so single or master, is that master with slave present? Goes in the middle. And
Betamink has arrived.
that was set for cable select. Yes, hello Betamink. Right, so that's now set up as master and slave, how God intended, rather than satanic cable select. Considering how bad your eyesight is, it's a miracle you can see to type. I get days like that. Hence wearing 2 pairs of glasses. No, cable select is satanic. And should not exist. Right. So that goes in the end there. That goes in there. And we have a cable which doesn't have to twist round on itself in order to get to where it needs to be. I don't hate 80-pin cables. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. There we go, that's how it should be, you see, nice and neat, not all scrunched round on itself, going through at least 6 other dimensions. In all my years as a professional PC builder, I never once used cable select, ever. Right. Okay, I think now we are ready to go. Let's just check how this is looking now. Cable select is fine as long as your case is designed for it and in the right order, like this one isn't, yeah. There we go. Keyboard features. Instant music. No, disabled.
Stephen Payne has arrived.
Hello, Stefan. Instant music paging CRD. Right, this has had Linux on it in the past. Oh, Ubuntu. How many versions of the kernel on there? Good lord. Oh, it's got memtest. Whoa, we got memory errors. And some flicker. I have cleaned the dirty slots, but I suspect it is actually the RAM. It was rather crusty. Let me pop that one suspect stick out. So we've only got 1 gig. See what it thinks of 1 gig. And while we're rebooting, that doesn't really make any difference with a modern OS, and we'll turn that off. The RAM was from room 454, don't ask. Okay, we've got 1 failing address on this stick. Slightly better indeed. Tis but a single bit error. One failing address on this stick and a boatload on the other, yes. But we shall try the other stick in the place of this stick and see what it gives us. See if the other stick gives us a single address or a boatload. Let's do that now. We don't need to do the whole tests. If I can get it in the slot. The heatsink is kind of in the way. It posted. Just thought about posting anyway. Off to walk the dog in the calm between the rain clouds. It went pip. And now it goes boop. Right, that stick is definitely suspect. That one is the one that I put a cross on earlier. Let's try one of my other sticks. That one says go away. Let's try this one. These are 400s instead of 333s though. They should still function, I would hope. Get it the right way around would help. Okay, there's a 1 gig that has detected. That's looking more healthy. So I think we've got 3 dead sticks here. Love how originally it went with 8 meg of shared RAM with 2 gig, but with 1 gig it allocates 32 meg. Well, that's just down to a BIOS setting. I can change that in the BIOS. I think before it didn't have a BIOS setting, so it defaulted to the lowest. Right, let's add the other stick to it now. This one has got a tick on it, so I've obviously tested this at some point in the past. And this one should work to give me 2 gig. Beep. Pip. 2 gig. You off, Rocks. Thank you for joining us. See you next time. And don't forget to bring your yaks with you. Let's put the cross of shame on these sticks. And I shall toss them straight into my Wii box. Gone. This is looking good. So, what operating system are we doing? I've got 1 vote for Hackintosh. Embrace the fruitiness. Yeah, I wouldn't really use it though. Haiku? No, we've done Haiku. That's the Hackintosh 10.4 distro. Vista? No. Susie? Never really played with Susie. Come on, take me to it. Open link. One of the first Hackintosh OSs to ever release. Probably the only versions that does not support VMware. Okay, whatever. Well, we'll grab it and look at it. Only 32-bit Linuxes that I like, well, Debian 32, but that's boring. Slackware, but that's really best for really old computers. OS2 we've done. Sled 10? What's Sled 10? You had a guy install Debian last night on Twitch somewhere. Did he? I must have missed that. Oh, SUSE Linux Enterprise Desktop. You were probably in with the goats at the time, G-Pen. But we had to play with OS2. You were avoiding OS2 like a sane person, yes. One of the few times you've been sane. CPM 86. Don't think it would work on it. SUSE Linux Enterprise Desktop 10 by Novell. I mean, Linux is Linux. They're all the same under the hood. We've covered most of the OSs on there, I think. Other than the really strange ones which only work like on a 286 or something. Well, I'd say this memory works. Yeah, Debian 12 is sort of my go-to Linux for 32-bit PCs.
C4 Temple 00D has arrived.
Hello, Captain Blood. Some variant of desk view. Yeah, right. Good. Aros. I've played with Aros quite a few times. Desk View X like Shelby did. I'm not psychotic yet. Yeah, normally if the first test fails, then it's usually pretty good. Just give me a shell. I don't want all this crud. Just give me a shell. Oh, it wants a login. I don't have a password. So let's hack it. An RTOS of some form? Not 3 shells, no. Nobody knows how to use 3 shells. I just want to see what version of Ubuntu this was. .10.4. Oh yes, 10.4. I didn't see the MOTD. You know me, I don't read. Is it going to give me an init of... No, it's not, is it? Right. Kali Linux might have some handy tools. Yeah, 10.4 was a classic version. There we go. Ubuntu. They're all just Linux. I'm bored with Linux on everything. The problem is having just the onboard SIS graphics on here. Strange things aren't necessarily going to work with it. NT4. It's a bit new really for NT4. Could have driver problems. Doom OS. I think probably was Ubuntu, because I think Peter was a fan of Ubuntu back in the day. Operating system built from the ground up that runs only Doom. Okay. Windows CE, get bent. Minix on a Pentium 4. If we're going NT, might as well go 2000 and get the benefits of a more modern version of the same OS, basically. How are my downloads looking at the... Hackintosh is almost downloaded. I'd need to write a DVD of it though, and I don't think I've got a spare blank DVD kicking around. Reactos. Does it even work? Last time I looked at it, it was about 80% broken. You've got WinCE on a flash sim somewhere. Yeah, that's the problem with these Stranger Things. They only work on specific combinations of hardware. I mean, we can try Reactos, but last time I tried it, that was quite a long time ago though. It was completely unusable. There was a nightly build last night. So we'll try the nightly of Reactos, shall we? See what that does, if anything. But if it's anything like last time I used it, it's completely unusable and only runs very basic things. Okay, I'm going to need my CD writer. And its cable is there. I'm sure it'll work with the processor, but I suspect that the graphics would be broken, given that it's not got anything fancy like Nvidia or AMD, but instead SIS, which is going to be strange and hard to support, I would imagine. Ah, I've just found my missing countersunk M4. It's inside my keyboard between caps lock and A. Right, so Wodim Reactos boot go. I don't know if it supports USB boot or not. If it does, it'll be USB 2 anyway, which is going to be dog slow. But if it does support USB boot, then there is always the problem. Does the installer that is on the CD image, does that support installing via USB CD? It's better just to go straight from actual real physical media. %, written. Still faster than the CD. Yeah, but when it's only a 399 meg file, it doesn't really make that much difference because it can hold the entirety of the CD in memory at once. So we're nearly there anyway. I mean, we can try it with the OS X Hackintosh one, because that's a DVD size image. And I don't think I've got a blank DVD to write to at the moment. I'm going to write the OS 1 byte at a time through switches and lights on a big board, if only. If only. PDP-8 I would love. Enter the bootloader with the switches. 2/3 written. Nope, Hackintosh has finished downloading. Scribe the CD by hand with a hammer and chisel, chiseling out each individual pit. Oh, I certainly would, Chloe. I would, believe you me. And fixating. Of course, there's always the question, can we get the CD drive to eject? There it goes. Bit sticky. That one I want. No, we don't want Ubuntu to load, thank you. Let's get the right keyboard this time and try and get the boot menu up. We'll change the boot order. It looks like it does USB FDD and USB zip or flash. There's no mention of USB CD there though. For removable devices. So it may well not boot off a CD. USB CD. Now that's the devices, but how do we set the actual boot order? Look at the first option, LS120, disabled. Zip, a tappy magneto optical. Read the instructions on the right. First I have to be able to see the instructions on the right. That's the problem. Is it that button? There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. Is it that one? No, let's try that one. Nope. There we go. To select the boot sequence, use the up or down arrow. Press plus to move the device up the list or minus to move it down. Okay. There we go.
I do apologise. I'm an idiot.
No, I just couldn't see it because it was behind chat. Yeah, blame you. Absolutely. It's all your fault. Reactos. You didn't make me one, did you, Chloe? I'm running out of water here. I haven't got a mouse plugged in, have I? Oops. I need a mouse. Where can I find a suitably ancient mouse? There's a mouse connector. Where's the mouse that's on the other end of it? It's PS2. It shouldn't plug in while the power is on. But I did anyway. I don't know what I picked. There's a huge wall of text and that meant reading. You know I don't read. I need to reboot for the mouse anyway. Get off! Stop fighting on me, will you? God. Yeah. Get out of it. Go on. Shoo. You've overtaken the bot. Hooray! Such an achievement. Is this doing anything? Doesn't appear to be. Caps lock key still works. I did live OS mode, I believe, but there's no flashing light on the DVD drive. There's no hard drive activity. There's nothing. Just sitting here doing nothing. Just a blue wallpaper and a mouse cursor. Yeah. Just like the original. I just picked the default. Live debug, setup debug, Reactos setup text mode, Reactos live environment, graphics mode. What's the difference between Reactos live and live? And why does it default to that one if that's going to be the right one? I don't know. What? Reactos setup text mode. I need to connect a debugger on COM1. Bugger that. Hey, press L to delete. FAT or BTRFS? Let's just go FAT. I did choose quick, that's good. Setup is unable to format the partition. Enter equals reboot computer. That went very well, didn't it? Perfect for quick failure. Let's try BTRFS. There we go. Install bootloader on the hard disk. Why would you not want to? That's better. FAT is too big for the drive, so why did it even offer me FAT? If its drive is too big for the file system, why does it even offer the file system? Failure is always an option. Failure is factory installed here. It's mad that it didn't give me its debugger. Yeah, I wouldn't bugger it with a debugger. Right, well, while this is happening, I'm going to give the front panel a bit of a dust out, I think. Right, I need a bit of powerful solvent on the front, I think. A powerful solvent, yes. A hole in your soul a mile wide. Bit of a scuff there, I think. Okay, front panel's ready to go back on, but not mid-installation, just in case I press the power button while it's doing it. It's even recreated XP's install delay when driver.cab goes over, yeah. Stuck on iNetCom. There's no activity. Drive isn't flashing, hard drive isn't doing anything. It's just sitting there. Just sitting there, it's now a streamer, yeah. No, I don't think this is going to work, you know. It's obviously unhappy. In fact, number lock and caps lock don't seem to function. I think the whole thing's just crashed completely. I think that's a complete crash. Although the hard drive light is just... Oh, there it goes. Okay, so number lock and caps lock are disabled at this point. And it was just sitting there doing nothing for a while. It's just suddenly started going. I think it must be running a wait until streamer is just about to reach over and power it off, then continue. And it's now stuck on USB 10. An installer with an existential crisis, yes. So I guess we just wait. And it might continue eventually. Could be having a... Well, the hard drive light isn't on. It could be having a problem with the hard drive. It's conceivable. I would expect the hard drive light to be on though. I can't get at the hard drive, but I don't hear any telltale clicking. I don't hear any clicking of any kind whatsoever though.
Magenko bot, Magenko Tech, my dear, a crucial hydration directive. Seriously, you're drier than a forgotten bagel. Please replenish those vital fluids. It's urgent, adjust monocle.
And you'd think if it was having that much of a problem with the hard drive, it would actually come up and say, there's an error, can't write to the hard drive. Rather than just go, oh, I'll carry on anyway. And usually if there's a hard drive problem, the hard drive LED is on while it's having that problem. And then we stop at 98% on GDI32 with the same thing. Most dogs are treat-seeking missiles, Chloe. Alva is a collie from Temu, shaped like a collie, coloured like a collie. Brain will arrive Tuesday. Collies aren't really house dogs, they're working dogs. They can be a bit neurotic if they're not properly worked. I've still got a scar on my hand from where I was bitten by my friend's parents' collie. Lovely dog, just suddenly snapped one day and bit me. Collies with brains need to work. Alva? Yeah. I used to have a dog that was, amongst other things, there was quite a lot of golden retriever and a fair amount of collie. So he used to quite enjoy rounding up my chickens. And sometimes he'd come trotting down the garden path with one hanging out of his mouth. Ooh, reboot! See what happens, if anything. Reactors. Off the hard drivel. Installing devices. We have a moving mouse this time too. All the mod cons, yeah. A mouse that moves. Welcome to the Reactor Setup Wizard. Are we going to need a Windows 98 key for this? Reactos workstation, not a server. We don't want to be a server, we want to be a workstation. Okay, you know what I'm going to ask you now, don't you? What's this computer going to be called? Organisation, not very. Organisation, floor filing system. Clippy, sausage. It's a Asus. Peg Asus. Ooh, Pegasus I like. Pegasus, yeah. Because it's an Asus. Pegasus. Ooh, themes. Classic. Lotus. Luna. Classic. Definitely classic. Gotta be classic. Typical, whatever. What are we pegging you? Yeah, okay. I don't have network plugged in at the moment. Let's give it some network, shall we? Let's not pull the video cable out. No, didn't like it. Come on. Okay, that failed miserably. Didn't set the network up fast enough, did it? Or at all? No drivers for the network, quite probably. Firewire controller. It may not even know what the know if the network even exists. Yeah. Installation failed. Ethernet controller. No driver for it. Installation failed. Card bus failed. PCI flash memory failed. Four devices that don't work. Cool, look at that graphics performance. Oh! VGA driver. Yuck. Ugh. Oh. Oh. Painful. Right, question is though, how do we get... We've got USB on here, haven't we? Yeah, USB's working. So what is it? There we go. It's a 14E4 4401. Have you found another OS, have you? What are you going to suggest, Tyler? Broadcom. Oh, evil. BCM 4401, yuck. Where's my storage thing? At the back there it is. Right. Do I have, and would it work? I may have formatted it since I last had it on here. And it's not even going to initialize. Okay. I don't think USB is working, or at least not working enough. Trying to plug my iOD in, and it's not even initializing. Snappy is what I'm thinking, and I think I might have it on my iOD, but I might not. And my iOD doesn't even want to initialize on it at all. Can't even get to the control menu on it. What's on here at the moment? This little key. Is that going to initialize? And do anything? You know, I don't think USB is actually working anyway. Even though it says we've got USB here, I don't think it is. Because I plugged a USB memory key thingy, flash drive in, and nothing is happening. Nothing at all is happening. Try rebooting with the USB drive connected. That would be great, that would, wouldn't it? If that's how you... The only way you can get USB to work is to reboot with every time you change memory stick. That would be stupid. It's in better shape than it was years ago. It still needs tons of work, yeah. Install via floppy. It has no floppy. There is no floppy. There is no port on the motherboard for a floppy, as far as I know. It's Pentium 4. There is no floppy port. That went in. Is that booting in debug mode now? Perhaps. I wasn't paying attention. Nothing, no sign of it at all. USB exists, yes, but doesn't seem to work. This is just a flash drive that's in there at the moment, not the iOD. USB is enabled. Everything there is enabled. None of the IRQs are enabled. Instant music, yeah, no. That didn't complain that there was no boot on the flash drive that it was trying to boot from, but yeah. Play your intro music on boot, yeah. No, I don't think USB is working on Reactos at all, which is going to make it mighty difficult to get the network drivers on here. Drive D is the CD drive, and I'm not writing an entire CD just with a network driver on it. That might not work anyway. And having no USB is kind of annoying. I do have CDRWs around, but they're old and they're scratched and they're crap. But even then, having no USB makes the computer really annoying. So, yeah, that's a no, I think. I've had a second hard drive. No, I don't think so. I think Reactos is a no. Let me just plug my iOD into my main computer. We are in dual mode. Okay, let's mount that. Well, we've got this, come on, mount. Why won't you mount? Could not mount this device. Oh, is it being stupid? I bet it is, isn't it? Unknown file system type NTFS3, pardon. -T NTFS. Have I not got NTFS stuff installed on here? Maybe I haven't. Yeah, no, that's NFS. NTFS 3G and NTFS progs. Okay. Let's copy this OSX thing onto the iOD. I don't have an old, long AVM Fritz Stick N lying around. No, I don't. I don't even know what one is. Right, just copying this OSX
Moke Helix has
Hackintosh
arrived.
thing over. It's going to take a while. Hello, Moke Helix. Does the CPU have the correct instruction set for Windows 10? Probably not. Yeah, the first Hackintosh version. It's going to take a while copying onto the iOD because it's only plugged into USB 2 at the moment. Okay, that copied. Now, question is, can we get this working on here at all? There are options of how it could be done. Let's see what it thinks of this. Is it even going to initialize on here or not?
Dopaz has arrived.
Hello, Dopaz. Are we even going to see any life out of the iOD when it boots up or not? Can I even select the OS on it? No, I can't. Okay, so options include where are we? One moment.
Champion.
With 50 bits, Chloe Raccoon says.
Tier 51 moment, please.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, option. Make sure we've got the boot order right. I haven't said no to Aros, just I have used Aros in the past, and I know how annoying it can be with various different oh, we've got that network as an option. I know how awkward it can be with graphics. Is this going to work? Go on, boot it, go on. Come on, load it. Yay, there we go. No, it didn't like that as an option. Actually, let's... I can get to this now, actually, can't I? Now that it's gone through that. So I can go to... Hang on. Why is it only offering me one item on here? Which is FreeBSD. What is going on with this? Mode select, CD mode. Now it's not showing me anything. I go USB. Okay, now I can go other and that. Okay, so that's mounted on the iOD. Let's reboot. Wait for plop to load. Try USB on there. And nothing. Oh, it flashed. The USB flashed. But no, that's not happy. Let's try again. Let's just try going CD-ROM, see if it likes USB CD-ROM. I think my headphones have stopped working. I can't hear the music. Well, that almost worked. I briefly saw an ISO Linux. Why am I not getting any music? It just decided to mute itself. Okay. There we go. Right, so that's not going to work. We can't boot off USB CD drive. Plop doesn't want to load USB CD drive. It tries but fails miserably. Let's just try, though I've never had much joy with it anyway, Plop 6. No, Plop 6 doesn't even want to boot. That's a complete hang. No, I think that's a non-starter. What happens if we do that? Nothing. I don't... Unless there's an extra option we need to turn on for the BIOS. I'm not sure that we can even do network booting on here. I see nothing for network boot. No, I don't think the onboard network has the ability to boot, and this is only for other PCI network cards with ROMs built in. I don't think it has a boot ROM on board. Because I don't see any reference to boot ROM at all anywhere. So we can't even network boot without IPXE on a CD or something. Try USB FDD. Give it a go. We shall try, see what it does, if anything. The iOD isn't currently initializing. It's not initializing it at all.
Banpan has arrived.
Hello, Bampam. It's just not initializing the iOD in the boot sequence. Well, we've installed Reactos, but it's still crap. It's as crap as I remember it. No USB, which doesn't help. So it won't work on the iOD because it's just not initializing the iOD at all. It's just not setting up the USB properly for it. Have I got anything else pre-written that we could try? I've got Windows ME. Bleh. We could try this one. This should work. Do I happen to have a USB card? Somewhere, probably yes. But it probably still won't like it. Yeah, the USB ports are providing power, just not initializing. I mean, if I boot plop, then it initializes, but I can't boot off it. But the BIOS isn't initializing the IOD. Slackware! I mean, I can try finding a working rewritable DVD, but they're all very scratched up because they've been used and reused so many times. I mean, this one doesn't look too bad. I give it a bit of a polish. It's got a big smudge there that won't polish out. Can't see that working reliably. It's highly unlikely that I will be able to find one that works well enough. I need to invest in some more at some point, but to be honest, most of what I install is on CD these days, or via the iOD. Bye Reactos, we barely knew you, thankfully. PCI SATA card with external SATA ports. I mean, we can try writing it to this disk, if I can find it again. But I doubt very much it's going to work. Where was it? I'll stick it in here and try writing it. But I doubt it'll work. I'm sure I made a swap partition. This is Slackware 14, so whenever that was from. I definitely did not have it like that. I had 200 gig and 32 gig. Do I want to write it? Yes, I do. Did not write it. Gotta have the whole word yes. Okay. That's better. It worked that time. Write track data error after 98304 bytes. No, that didn't write. I knew it wouldn't. That failed miserably. I'm going to throw that disk away. Except I missed the bin. I don't think I've got any others in here at the moment, have I? Let's have a look. Ah, there's a DVD. That one might work. That's a DVD RW that was in a computer when I got it. That might work. Let's do an erase on that. Computer here.
Suss Asus P4 has arrived.
Hello, Ben. I thought I smelled you. Twitch can be very twitchy. Very twitchy. I'm about a mile off tonight. Oh dear, it's like that, is it? Feeling the heat, are we, over in your part of the world? I saw on the forecast that you're pretty much bearing the brunt of it over that way. It's not been too bad here, but I think you've had it worse over there, haven't you? Okay, base, various Linux, development, Emacs, FAQs and how-tos, no, kernel source, K desktop environment, KDE, system libraries, networking, TCL, X Windows. We don't need XFCE as well as KDE, we're not Ben. And games. Go for it. Install all the things, you coward! Right, that has blanked. Let us try writing. 9+ gigabytes on a 250 gig drive. Will I connect it to the internet? Well, kind of. Via multiple layers of security, yes. Hello, Luasoft. 1.21 gigawatts. This is 14.1. Just because I happen to have that on disk here. I'm just installing this so as to eradicate all traces of Reactos, which we installed earlier and hated. Did not react well, yes. Only because I couldn't get drivers on it, and the reason I couldn't get drivers on it is because USB just flat does not work, which kind of makes it difficult to do anything sensible on it, really. You do indeed, Matt. Yep, 4.4. Not too shabby for P4, yes. No, it's no hyperthreading. So 2.8 gigahertz, single core, single thread. Well, Slackware was my first version of Linux that I ever used. Slackware 1.2. Joe's text editor is great. It's very much like WordStar, if I remember rightly. Will I update the kernel to the latest? Version 7.7 or whatever the hell we're on now? No. Don't think so. Since the latest version of the kernel has no support for 32-bit x86, I don't think so. Used all the WordStar key commands, yes. Used WordStar 4 as your primary word processor under DOS. Oh, I was WordPerfect under DOS. I was WordStar on CPM on the Amstrad CPC 8256 that we had at school. PCW, sorry. PCW 8256 with WordStar. I had one of those in a room full of BBCs. Slackware is full of memories, yes. You bought an IBM XT system unit in order to get a desktop case to rehome your A500, and it turned out to be basically complete. Cool.
Saint of Vice has arrived.
Saint of Vice, hello! Kept a copy of 14.2 on your Ventoid just for the source DVDs. Horrible memories. No, I've got good memories of Slackware. Insert the next Slackware disk. Where's the next Slackware disc? There's the next Slackware disc. Yes, Carrot House. What can I do for you? A message on Discord. I've got Discord muted at the moment. I'm with you, Carrot House, yes. I'm completely with you. Not installing a mountain of floppies, no. A mountain of CDs. Though I do have memories of installing Slackware 1.2 off floppies, certainly. I've got floppies with bits of masking tape stuck to them with things like A3, yes, N4, X7. Java, burn it! Yes, absolutely. Sunk my battleship! Oh! This is only, what, 5 CDs, I think? I think there's only 5 CDs. There is a DVD version, but I happen to have the CD version. toast. This has modern gnome, yeah. Or modern-ish gnome. You forgot you meant to buy some more, oh dear. Yeah, make your own iced coffee. I do. Some kind of electronic reminding device. Yes. Perhaps we could port the bot to some kind of portable device for you. They'll keep nagging you. If there's any gnome users in chat, we're sorry for you. So sorry. You have our deepest commiserations. Well, we've written about half of the Hackintosh image so far.
Childrew has arrived.
Hello, Childrew. Proper little 97 Linux ecosystem in the box, yeah. Absolutely, Matt. Absolutely. Need to get you on stream more. Problem being the time thing. Well, that's the problem when you've got yourself a family to look after. Qt 4.8. Ooh, I might have KDE 4. Well, it certainly has KDE, but I didn't see what version. You're sort of the antithesis of geekdom, aren't you, Matt? You're thin, you run, and you have a family. That's everything that a proper geek doesn't have, or can't do. Or isn't. There was a fatal error attempting to install VTE. The package may be corrupt. The installation media may be bad. One of the target drives may be full, or something else has caused the package to be unable to be read without error. You may hit enter to continue if you wish, but if this is an important required package, then your installation may not work as is. What the hell is VTE anyway? Target drive being full? No. We've used 5 gig out. We've got 190 gig left on that partition. Virtual titties emulator. What are you telling me? I think I need to adjust my with a CD drive, of course. Although it looks reasonably clean. What the Hackintosh disk appeared to have written so we might try that in a minute instead of this Slackware stuff. Just see if it boots. Panic intensifies. We're on disk 3 of 5 here. Maybe we shouldn't have told it to install everything. I have the same regrets that Ben had last night. What kind of grade A moron would you have to be to do that? Yeah, I know. Pulls up a streamer list. Yeah, after 100% he added even more! Hurry back, standard user. You might miss something. Must look through those ham radio packages to see if anything is useful. No. Spoiler, no. Your AliExpress parcel is at the airport. Ooh. Well, my terminal server PCBs, last time I looked, were in Braintree in Essex. So they're on their way. They've gone through customs and they're on their way to me. Right, let's have a look, see if there's been an update. Where are we? JLC PCB. '17 track. No, still in Braintree. Delivered to local carrier. Oh. So it could be anywhere between Braintree and here. Probably means it's going by Every. Next disc. Slackware disc 4. So I'll get them around Easter, yeah. Not the way our every driver drives. Probably getting them last week. Installing KDE. Full separate disc of KDE, yeah. I mentioned the PDP-8. Do I have any other wish list computers that I'd like to procure? I don't know, really. Anything deck, basically. Anything deck. I wouldn't mind a rainbow, but Ben's unwilling to part with his. They're all at Chloe's house, yeah. I mean, I'd like to complete the sequence of PCs. Basically, as one of my smaller projects. Because I've got the 5150, which is an 8080. And then I've got 486, Pentium 3, Pentium 4. But I haven't got a 286, a 386, or a Pentium 2 in the actual desktop or tower format. And I've got Pentium 2 in laptop. But I don't count that because its screen's broken. I have to settle for a professional. So I'd like a 286, a 386 and a Pentium 2 computer to complete that sequence. I would dearly love an Advance 86B because that was my first PC. Most of us need a professional, yes. But you can't get an Advance 86B, they just don't exist. Because they were crap. People threw them away because they were rubbish. But it was my first PC, so... But for bigger iron stuff, I have limited space, so I can't take anything big. But I wouldn't say no to something like a 4000 or a VAX 4000 or a 4700 series, something along those lines. Because I used those at university. Anything I used at university has a special place in my heart, basically. DeckStation, that's the point. Yes, I would love like a DeckStation 5000. DeckStation 5000 150. Because those were the main computers that I used sitting in front of, because they were so gorgeous to use compared to the green screen terminals. But again, you can't get those. One of your colleagues on a previous job used K Develop as his main IDE. Oh. You regret taking your XP 150 apart and not taking care of it? Well, yeah. Nice machines, the XP 150s. I wouldn't mind, they're complete pigs these days to get going and everything, but a Sun IPX or IPC, one of the lunchbox format early Suns, Sun Sparks, Spark 1. They were quite cute little machines. Very slow, very underpowered, but cute little machines. Exactly, Chloe, exactly. But I used to have a couple of those back in the day. In fact, I had one as a web server, believe it or not. Oh, disc done. On to the last disc. Something like 25 megahertz Spark processor. And a scuzzy one. That's the next disc. Come on, take it.
Holy shit.
Are you going to take this disc? No, you're not. Okay, screw you. Cancel. You obviously don't want to read the 5th disc. Oh well. You don't get the 5th disc's worth of stuff then. Wrong, Duke. You wanted Shake It Baby. You'll have to just go through all the Dukes and note down what each one of them is and which number is next to them. So you can pick and choose which Duke you want. Sounds like hard work. Let's just nod and say I did. Fair enough. Which Duke do you want? Well, I presume Newcomb. Time to Lilo this baby up. Good old GPM. You may now reboot your system. Slackware Linux. Let the debugging begin, yes. Is it going to start X or not? Oh, look at this. Change to 5 and it'll boot to a GA. We're almost into KDE. Almost. Tiny KDE. Yeah. Yes, I remember having to handcraft X11 configuration files. Can't see what version of KDE this is from here, can I, very easily? Anyway, that's Slackware installed and working. Now before I finish off, which I'm going to do any minute, I just want to try booting this and see what happens. Because if this starts thinking about working, then maybe tomorrow we'll play with this instead. If it doesn't, then we won't. We'll find something else to do tomorrow. It's trying hard. It's making some strange noises. It's not happy. No, it's not able to read this disk, I think. It's just grunting at me. Nope, it's not happy. Let's try again. It is a DVD drive, this, but it doesn't seem to want to read this DVD. I could dig out another one to try. Got plenty. But this drive is not happy reading this disk. Right, well, I'm not trying that tonight. But maybe tomorrow I'll dig out another drive and we'll try it. See if we can get OS X working on here. But for now, I am done for the night. We shall carry on playing with this computer tomorrow because, well, we're sadistic like that. We might end up just saying stuff it and installing XP on it, because it'll just work with it. But for tonight I'm done. I need to go and have a shower, a nice cold shower to cool myself off, and something else beginning with sh as well. You have hopes for the Hackintosh. Well, there may be other ways of doing it as well. Who knows? We'll tinker with that tomorrow. Right. Thanks for the Slackware party time. Not big hopes, but hopes. Yeah. It'll just work for... Yeah, the emphasis on the just. It'll just work. Only just. Hey, no party like a Linux install party. Absolutely. Right. Where's my outro? It's going to be under here, isn't it? Right, thank you very much for joining me this evening, exploring this Asus Pentium 4 system. Not a bad little system, really, considering. It's better now it's clean. So, yeah, we'll carry on tinkering with it tomorrow. See if we can get OS X working on it, just for the sheer lulz of it. So join me 7 PM British summertime tomorrow, and then look out for Ben on Friday. Don't forget to join us on the Discord and social sides of things as well, if you're that way inclined.
Majenko bought right then. A just headset makes a face well. That was something Sir Stews a lot, my dear chap. A record 3 farts. Truly remarkable. Honestly, you're a marvel of biological inefficiency, chuckles dryly. But seriously, a massive thank you to everyone who swung by and shouted at the screen. To MJ, GoGo Gadget 360, Lewisoft 10, PC Margus, Carrot House 82, and yes, you've Sir Stews a lot. Thank you for your contributions. To Princess Fuzzy, but Goatmaster, Moke, Helix, Daftbuckle, Saint of Vice, Dope, Astray Splatter, Childrew, Taters Games, Betamink, Robo Twilight, Stream Elements, your support is utterly baffling and appreciated nonetheless. And to all our subscribers, raiders, and followers, you're the reason I haven't completely dissolved into a puddle of hedonistic despair. Seriously, thank you. A special shout out to Hot Rocks Girl, a swarm of dead insects still wrestling with that 4A, Bampan PJB 9950, Standard User 4, Project Carl, SVK 28, C4 Timbal 00D, The Industrious, and Mars 06, Chloe Raccoon, Tyler Hoot, Martin X, and Stefan Payne. You all made this gloriously chaotic. Right, that's it. Time for a nap, and maybe a strong drink waves vaguely farewell. Sir Stews a lot, try to hold it in next time, would you?
Majenko Tech has arrived.
How fascinating. Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.